Time now for an update from Fox Carolina News and Fox Carolina Weather. Weather rates certified most accurate.
Good afternoon. I'm Cody Alcorn. Hope you've had a great October 1st. Hard to believe it's already October 1. We'll check in with Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kent and see how the rest of your evening is shaping up. And of course, a sneak peek at the weekend forecast as well. Let's head to foxcarolina.com right now and see some of our top stories. Greenville County Schools given the initial approval from DHEC to place plexiglass dividers between elementary schools. So this is catching some state headlines right now. And there is an example of how this would look for elementary school students. Now, Greenville County Schools says they have sent out a survey to teachers to get their kind of feedback on what they feel about this and also how they feel about returning to more in-person classes. But again, DHEC putting out this initial approval for Greenville County Schools, the largest district in the state, to see how they can make this work to get more kids back in the class. And again, this is just for elementary students. Of course, they've been doing a very staggered, phased-in approach to letting kids back in the classroom in Greenville County. So we will see how this pans out. And of course, we expect that teacher survey to be released in the coming weeks. And you'll hear from Tim Waller, who you see right there, coming up on the 4 o'clock news at 5 and of course tonight at 10 and 11. And a heartbreaking story. I actually just talked to this woman's father on the phone. He lives in Kentucky. Jacqueline Robinson, she was the woman who was mauled to death by several dogs earlier this week in Gray Court. And now her dad is wanting justice for his baby girl. He told me he wants the laws changed. He wants vicious dogs to be put on leashes if they're not. He wants those individuals who own those dogs, who are responsible for those dogs, to be held accountable. And he wants them to have tougher laws. He says South Carolina's are too lax. He says he doesn't like the situation. And just in a very emotional interview coming up, he was in tears, as you can imagine, losing his girl in such a horrific way. He told our own Brooklyn Cromer just moments ago over the phone that it's hard to say, but they tore her all to pieces. Just a heartbreaking story. Her death still being investigated, only 32 years old. She was found along Allegra Road in Gray Court earlier this week. The coroner, along with the sheriff's office and animal control, investigating her tragic death. And Brooklyn Cromer will have much more coming up tonight. At 10 and 11, we'll also hear from her dad at 4 and 5 as well. And we're also following some other news to get to as well. COVID-19 numbers are out. Numbers are still low, but those additional deaths staying steady in the 20s every single day. So we'll have some more information on DHEC's numbers. And this coming from our parent company, journalist Gretchen Wilson joining the People TV show. So that comes on Fox Carolina News every night at 7:30, along with a rerun at 11:30 if you miss it. So some exciting news from People, and of course the Meredith Corporation, our parent company who produces that show, is that Gretchen Carlson has joined the crew there on People, the TV show. You can catch it tonight at 7:30. But before then, you can catch us at 4 and 5. And Chief Meteorologist Kendra Kent giving us a sneak peek at our forecast as well. And Kendra, it's a little warmer it's been, but I'll tell you, I came to work with the windows down. It's very nice out there.
Well, yeah, it's not humid. So a temperature near 80 degrees, but with lower humidity is always much nicer. Tonight we'll get cool. A cold front is passing through now, and that is going to help to really drop temperatures for Friday and this weekend. 50 degrees for your overnight low in the upstate. A full harvest moon on the way tonight. 44 for western North Carolina. That northwest breeze at about 5 to 10. As we go through the day tomorrow, nothing but blue skies, and it is going to be cooler. Look at that. High staying in the 60s. That's about 10 degrees cooler than normal for this time of year. Of course, you'll want to check in on the morning news for first thing on Friday morning, as well as at 4, 5, 10, and 11, and download our Fox Carolina app. Such a good way to keep up with all of these ups and downs in our forecast.